My favorite line from Nipsey Hussle. Look up the song Face the World by Nipsey Hussle. In the very first line, he says this: "This your life, you can play with it. You're going to make your bed and you're going to lay in it." So that's the line right there. And why this is so important is because every action you take, you are 100% responsible for that action, and you're going to get that result for it. So if you are lazy and fat and you eat Cheetos and don't work out for 10 years, that's basically the quote right there. You make your bed, you're going to lay in it. So you made your bed by making those choices of eating the Cheetos and not working out for 10 years. So you're going to lay your bed, meaning you're going to deal with the consequences of being in a hospital or having severe health issues. Like, basically, this line from Nipsey Hussle is to say to yourself that everything is 100% your responsibility for everything in your life. You have to take full responsibility for everything in your life, and that's what this line basically tells. And that's what the most important thing I get from this line is that every action you take is the most important, everyone. And you have to take 100% responsibility for every action you take, and knowing the consequences for those actions. Meaning, if you do certain behaviors, you're going to get a certain result. And if you don't do certain behaviors, you're not going to get a certain result. And that's how life works. There's inputs and there's outputs out of life. So know that if you make your bed, you're going to lay in it. Know if you make the right action choices, you're going to get the right results. If you make the wrong action choices, you're going to get the wrong results. And this is so prevalent now in today's society, because a lot of people like to blame other things, people, etc., and they'll never take full responsibility on themselves. But you know, I was at a seminar and Tucker Carlson was speaking. What he said was, your life will be so much better when you can accept full responsibility for everything in your life. I remember him saying, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that from that seminar. He said, your life gets so much better when you can just accept full responsibility for everything in your life. Like, there's nothing that you can appreciate more out of life, because you know that, like I said, you know you couldn't have ate those Cheetos for 10 years. You know you couldn't have not worked out for 10 years. Like, these are choices. These are daily choices that we're making. And everyone makes daily decisions and daily choices, and that's why it's so important that you do make the right ones, and you do live up to your potential, live up to your true purpose out of life, and that you do actually fulfill your potential. Because in this life, there are winners and there are losers. And if you don't take responsibility for your life, you're going to be a slave and you're going to be a loser. If you take full responsibility for everything in your life, you're going to be a winner. You're going to be on top. You're going to be the top dog. So you have to decide what you want out of life. You have to decide which choice you want to have, which side of the spectrum you want to be on. Do you want to be a winner? Do you want to be a loser? Are you going to put responsibility on yourself, or are you going to put it on other people? Because all leaders know that everything is their responsibility, because it always starts from the top. Everything comes from the top down, so the leader sets the tone. So if the leader has employees that are not doing their jobs right, that's his fault, because he didn't set a good example. You know, as Andy Frisella and Vince Lombardi said, if you set that good example from the top down, then people will follow you just by you setting that example. But, you know, if you just bark orders and you're not even doing it yourself, then no one's going to listen to you, because people follow action steps and like, they like vision. They like what you see, what you're doing. Like, if you're in the game and you're doing things, then they're going to appreciate that more than if you just sit here and bark orders and don't do anything. Like, work is always the most important thing ever. It's always been the most important. Work has always been the most important. Nothing is more important than work. It moves the world, and it moves society. It moves everything. Nothing good happens when you're having fun. Accept full responsibility for your life. This is the #1 line that I love from Nipsey Hussle. If you accept full responsibility for your life will become so much better, and you'll be able to make some drastic changes in your life. If you can 100% accept full responsibility for every decision you make and just for your life in general. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.